that excitement nekati okusanga ensenene namu bazireeta mu bisawo nga kyovula bakati bazikongola okwewala biri bazikuwa nkongole nga ziri preserved za mu fridge bazitadde mu bukebe. I don't know why, but we're losing out on the privileges that we used to enjoy back then.
How about ants? Do you guys eat ants?
Yes, nazikwatanga kungwa zino zibagala tukwata omulalu enswa ezo.
No, enswa
tuzikwata direct mu gundi.
No, ekiswa ekisembayo kibadde wano Makerere. The one that I knew. Kibadde wano Makerere.
Kibadde kisembayo.
Ne kati bakijjeewo nayitayo juzi nga bakijjeewo.
Mu Kampala, that's what you mean.
Kampala, that's what I knew. Nga kyemmanyi. Because fe nga tulina manyi kati nga tufuna obulagala. N'otuula n'omunnyo gwo n'ogira bw'oti sooka bugirayo n'oyenga bw'oti ne kanoga omunnyo n'olya
obugundi obuwanda
obwoya ate owanda ki enswa bagikongola ensa tebagikongola
osobola okongola enswa
era nezo zosa the ones you find when they have we don't have baba asiise ensiike ne baziwewa we bati ne bafuuwako eki
naye nga twaziryanga live
naye enswa yakulya live enswa yakulya live
naye engeri gye yatikamu
gwamanyi ebyo bwe buwoomi obwo bwe buwoomi ola nalyako kaggala matunga
nembisi sisobola
mugana wange ensenene nnyo okuliibwa
erina ebyenda ensenene has good intestine
kagenda ne kawunyira munda awo
nga twayiseewo dda bagenda otuuka nga kali eno mu esophagus oba mu big intestine.
So ekiswa kyaffe bakijjawo so it doesn't look nice. We have issues with that anyway. The president of the Republic of Uganda, who is Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, pledges new fund for jobless graduates in fresh push to push wealth creation. The president has announced a plan to create a dedicated fund for university graduates who remain unemployed 2 years after completing their studies, expanding his government wealth creation initiative to address graduate joblessness. Now, guys, we constantly tell you here, mulimu abantu kye baali bagamba muno ffe twasomeranga nga by the time you graduate a job is waiting for you. The question I would ask them, what was the population then?
They used to book them in advance.
And because the population
anti
kati ekimbuuza era ng'ogenda okukiraba Masanyu kyabeeranga bwe kiti nti ogenda okukiraba era nga famire z'abeesobola ze zisobola okwafoodinga ogenda ku ssomero oba kitegedde abasigadde baabeeranga mu kulunda nte abasigadde baabeeranga mu kulima omuzadde yeevuddemu ne yeefubako ate abamu baabeeranga baami ba kabaka okitegedde nga balina ku ssente abamu baabiranga balangira okitegedde nga those few families, the bourgeoisies okitegedde.
Not everyone went to school.
Yes, not everyone then went to school, and the university was only one then, the training ground, Makerere University. Oba okitegedde kyekugamba nga when you make it there, that's why ekintu kye bayita mindset eno kintu kizibu nnyo nti up to today abazadde baffe bonna abajja n'eri generation balinga balowooza Makerere yesinga okitegedde omwana alina oyitako Makerere yagwa dda okitegedde kati then the university nakati zajjawo. Why? Because there is demand for more schools, demand for more universities. Makerere yokka ebeeramu abantu emitwalo ng'esatu. You understand that? Now emitwalo egy'esatu buli mwaka tusulika tufulumya emitwalo nga 6 ku 7 ejaba graduates across all universities in this country. But yeah, every year, every January, what you have a how many jobs are created every year?
Ndeje University graduates, in fact, some universities now have 2 cohorts. Ndeje University graduates in October. We graduated October last month. And then in March, they're going to graduate. King, I was in Ruero. I was seated in a tent, and we're over 2,000 students, 2,000 graduates, PhDs, masters, bachelors, and diplomas. And then at the back of my mind, I was like, today is Indeje graduating. And then in a few, there was a university that was graduating. Mengo was graduating.
Victoria University was
Victoria
graduating.
University was graduating. And I was seeing many guys that offered human resource management, accountants, lawyers. And I was like, it's no longer now a privilege. I think education now is to illuminate us and then teach us soft basic skills.
I tell you this, Masanyu, that I constantly tell students.
When it comes to work,
Masanyu, this I tell to students always.
Yeah, also my worry comes in when we talk about work after school.
Guys, you pay 4.5 million per semester, and then you get to a job and they pay you.
Guys, I want to tell you this. I want to tell you this that I still tell students.
If you're lucky, Masanyu.
My finding is education is not the key to success. Education is supposed to better the person you are on the inside. I tell you this, every individual was created with an ability and a gift to sustain them and make them survive on this planet and be a difference maker and change this world. Like each one of us was created with that ability. That yes, I can be the best of the radio presenters that there is, but I can't be the same time the best of the lawyer that can be. But the best of the lawyer can be able to help me navigate my life as a media personality while I actually finance him as a lawyer, and his life is also better. And then together we create something better and bigger. Now, most times, people fail to understand those truths. And because of that, that's why you become now a slave to education. You understand that? That now you're focused on actually being employed. We are not created to be employed. None of us was created to be employed. We are created to make a difference. Masanyu, you come to this station bringing something on table, not as an employee, but as a difference maker.
As a difference maker.
Agattako ku ino company, omalove ogende ku kintu ekiddako.
Abakola art subjects, abakola art courses. You find a graduate of human resource management. You find a graduate of library and information keeping. You find a graduate of anthropology, philosophy. You find a graduate of education. You find a graduate of so many courses that we have at universities. And then you sit them down, like you are seated there, and I'm like, what can you do that can add on my company? There are so many graduates today that cannot even express themselves. You ask a graduate, what can you bring to the table? And they are looking at you.
I make I make my salary more than my salary in one weekend. But the rest is a gift and talent. It's what makes me more money. And education just helped, one, better my diction, build my confidence, and gave me what they call social capital and exposure. That's all I got from university. Actually, the day you get those 2 things or 3 things from a school, you don't even need to complete your degree.
No, there is a space for technicalities.
Technicalities.
You cannot earn that through soft skills. An engineer cannot earn that.
Depending on what career you want to
Depending on what career you want to do.
Let me give you an example.
You cannot be a pilot by
Let me
soft
speak in
skills.
IT,
Yes.
information technology.
Yes.
I have, even the guy who does our graphics here, did not go to school anywhere for the best graphics he does. He did not.
But
he
self-taught himself.
He self-taught himself.
That is education. That is education.
Ofuna skills ezo. Never utafuna document. Never utafuna document. I am here as a media personality. Did I go to school for that? No. I didn't. You understand that? So what I'm trying to tell you, Masanyu, is that today, young people, their mindset, mfu. While internet makes this whole world a global village, they have made to make research, understand, and what is the most important thing today in this world. There are particular things, Masanyu, that will always be a constant. Eating will be a constant. But how many people are investing in eating? Eating is the biggest industry in this world. Actually, it's even a fallacy. It's a mindset thing that we were lied to, that you have to eat 3 days, 3 meals a day.
Teri season ya kulya mmere.
Teri buli lunaku kulya. Ekyenkya, ekyemisana, ekyeggulo, which is also a lie to keep us prisoners.
And who brought that man should eat 3 meals a day?
There was actually it's Rockefeller, the Rockefeller family.
It's for kings, I guess.
The Rockefeller family, to keep us obese, to keep us in diseases, to keep us bebabireta kubanga bo bali batandise company batandika n'obulango bwabwe obugamba serious nezisuuka ez'ettabu ne batandika mbobula ne bagamba muno breakfast is the biggest meal of the day. Then what about lunch? Then what about dinner? Check it. Ne tutandika okubeera prisoners. Today, how many people, let me give you an example, young men that are in borders, very many graduates.
I think lunch is a mindset.
But today it is. But today Masanyu, teri muntu alina gy'ava nga tebalina ttaka waabwe mu kyalo.
Gye bali.
Be bameka ku population eriwo.
But even the king has a point.
Waliwo better ways of agriculture today. Simplest way of agriculture. I'll give you an example. Waliwo embuzi ze babadde batunda wanene emitwalo 7, embuzi eja. N'ogula n'eyokubiri akakadde kamu mu emitwalo agaana. N'ogirunda mu embuzi ezaala emirundi 2 omwaka. Zino ze baleese ziri hybrid, zizaala ebyana 2 3. Why don't you concentrate and give your time? Nogamba kanewe emyaka 3 nga ndi mukulunda mbuzi. We don't want. Why? Do you know what happens? The challenge is why we have very many unemployed young people today is because they have gone to internet to search for things that are stupid. They are searching for how do I become rich faster? How do I become successful faster?
How do I enhance my
How
lips?
do I get a smartphone? A smartphone yakuyambe chi. We all have these smartphones. What do we do with them? All of you who keep buying, upgrading a phone every year now and then, and you're spending money on it. What else do you do apart from making a phone call? And WhatsApping? What else?
Content creation.
What content? How many are content creators today? You look at them. How many are content creators?
Almost everyone is a content creator.
But how many?
Now.
At what rate? And at what content? Are we all going to be content creators? And are they being paid?
Definitely no. Some of them are being paid.
But how many? You see, the issue here is tulekerera ebintu ebisasula sente nyingi. Ne tutunulira ebisasula ebintu ebitono because bebiringa ebyakabi. Because we were lied to. Kubanga
abaana
bagraduating bagende mu bulimi enkumbi terimba Masanyu bino bye batugamba muno farming is for all people. It's just batuguza mindset mu mutwe nti no bulimi si bulungi bw'abafala buli shabe so that bo bali ba bigger pharmacists ba farmers bali bakabajja bo babirima ku larger scale bano baluzi halima byalo bya kasooli. Okitegedde kati gwe yandirimye akasooli ate bakugoba mu kasooli bakudiscouraginga mu kasooli naye nga temwe sente wali watali akawunga UPDF eri awo constantly balina okulya abajasi balina okulya amasomero galina okulya buli lunaku
kawunga
kawunga bijjanjalo muceere teri n'omu yali agaye muno akawunga katudibirira. No one has ever said that. You understand that? So today we have very many young people who enter university with very myopic mindsets. Go and find something lucrative to do with your skill that you've got at university. Because when you farm as a university student, it's different. You farm with exposure of where to put your end product, how to enhance what you have grown, where to sell it to, which phone calls to make, and all those things. We are focusing on just looking like we have money and yet we are poor and broke.
Say that again. We
are focusing to look like we have money and yet we are very poor and broke.
And we lose more money
in trying
to become
exactly
to be rich.
Exactly. And then you're a prisoner. And then before you know it, mungenda Dubai. Ogenda kola yoche Dubai.
Holiday.
Nedda bana bagenda okuba ebyeyo. Bakusasula sente meka. But I'm the #1 person who discourages that nonsense. Era abaana babajjeyo mu byalo baveyo mu byalo butamu ngenda bweru ogenda kola yoki. You're going to be paid bakulaga nti no, you're going to get 2 million shillings. 2 million shillings to someone who has never earned 100,000 shillings, they think it's a lot of money. That is stupid money. 2 million shillings is a fake, is stupid. It can't help anything. Nothing.
Can we reduce the word is stupid, nonsense?
No, it is nonsensical. 2 million shillings.
Can
in
we
this era.
them with other words?
In this era, 2 million shillings.
Is little money.
Do you know why you didn't have
the word little money?
Do you know why you have a problem today with guests and people visiting your house? It's because you think everyone who's coming is going to eat on your money. Is going to eat your food that you have stocked for your family. Then people used to visit and food was available all the time. Ebera mu nnimiro tebagula mmere tebagula ki. Nze nabeerako ewa jjajja. Okimanyi nti nno sere bumanyi? Sere.
Yeah, sere in English.
No, bro. It's a plant. It's called sere. Kayino obumuli bwa yellow. Obumanyi?
Yeah.
Babuteeka mu chai. Nayokalanga majani.
Twamulwinga nga tuteeka ku mabwa.
Kati ate waliwo
blackjack.
I think so.
Yep.
You understand? Nga tewali majani nayo
oyagala kuwakana.
Omuyivu ddala.
Ddala bannono.
Okitegedde?
It's okay. Okitegedde?
Blackjack.
Yeah. So noonya obuntu obwo ne ku majani ne mungi n'omuwogo ne musiiba olunaku lulama nga temusipeninze 10 n'ekite kiwa 10 kifulumye. Whole day nga tewali 10 kifulumye.
N'okwata ebikola by'amapaapaali n'obikunya n'oyoza engoye.
Ng'ekintu kye mwali muguzeeko ekyetaggwawo gwe munnyo. Omunnyo gulina gye gutaggwerera mangu.
Abalala babeeranga na bisula.
N'ekisula. Ate ekisula nga n'ente kwenywa.
Mwewaako buli omu.
Mwewaako buli
asooka yafunamu.
No, ente ogitabulira kiwera kuba erina okukamwa bulungi nnyo naye kati then gwatemu abantu nomenya mentula katono nnyo
n'osula mu
bijanjaalo. Waloliddeko ku musaayi gw'ente gwe? Omusaayi is a very good delicacy.
Yeah.
Blood.
I know about that, but I've not eaten it before.
You should.
But I know about it.
Nekubira ng'ekigaati.
Bukwata.
Nze Bible yeguŋŋaana.
It's okay mulokole.
Yes. Bible yetugaana okulya omusaayi.
Bugaana?
Era abadde agulya alekeraawo. Blood represents life whatsoever.
But anyway, my issue here is this, that every person here on this planet was created that they will be successful.
In one way or the other.
In one way or the other.
Why are graduates languishing on the streets of Kampala? You invest millions of money in your children to go to school, to earn a skill, to get a profession, and after graduating, your hopes are in them because believe me, our children, our NSSF as parents. And that is
which is a very wrong thing.
It is a very wrong, but that is what happened. Our parents are educating children because they are their retirement plans. That is on record, and we cannot run away from that.
And it is wrong.
It is wrong. We take it how you want to take it, but that is the plan. So the pain of the graduate is tantamount to the pain of the parent.
As a parent, you're supposed to raise your child and bless them for them to live life after you.
Because
not
you've
for them to
invested
actually
you've
take care
sacrificed
of you.
your money in them, hoping that they're going to be okay, and then they start probably taking care of you. Kati abagraduate pressure bakuba, n'abazadde pressure bakuba, kati eggwanga fena pressure tukuba.
We help jumpstart your day like this. The wake-up call.